Hello, everyone, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 4, Game 6. Saturday primetime. Woo! It's the Musical Strikers, net ranking currently number 7, versus the Third Strikers, net ranking currently number 6. I'm pretty sure, or I could have mixed those up. The Third Strikers last week were number 5, if anyone can remember. And last week, the Musical Strikers were still sitting at number 7, so they haven't made much change, but they can if they need to. And it's going to be a decent game here because it's a rivalry. Musical Strikers owned by Alex Alcala, and the Third Strikers currently owned by Zeke Carroll. So, without further ado, let's get this game started. I'm your host, Sokina.
And I'm your co-host, Alex.
Alex is back!
Yay!
We almost had him for a full week, but Friday. Yay. Not good. It's happened for 2 weeks in a row where you've had to be out for Friday. And then did the rest of the week. Can the next week please be in our favor for you to have a whole week in your resume?
We hope.
Yes, big time hope. Because you aren't confirmed for season 3. I hope you know that, Alex.
Coming up for season 3?
You are not confirmed for season 3. So that means that you could lose your job. Unless you put up a good resume, I'll consider otherwise. But yes, people, I've done already confirmed season 3.
Well, that's if I'm not busy with school things.
Right. But without further ado,
what are we doing? Let's just start it. Let's
yeah,
do it.
press the spectate button. It's the Musical Strikers currently with a 1-2, trying to balance out their record. They're already wanting to get a hefty start, hit off the crossbar, still in their red zone. They've got to come in for it already.
Oh.
Gerwin with a block. Junker tried to hit the shot. Scout will send it over Tusk. But let's name off our players.
Alright, for the Musical Strikers, we have Scout, Junker, Tex, and Boomer.
And for the Third Strikers, we have Gerwin, Tusk, Jester, and Goose. And while we were naming off the teams, happens every time. The Musical Strikers set the score 1-0. The Musical Strikers currently with a 1-2 record, trying to even out their score, and the Third Strikers are currently with a 2-1 record, currently trying to keep their score a winning record. Musical Strikers want to even out their score for a potential chance, not just in the play-in tournament, but a complete and utter bye to get into the actual playoffs. Once you get into the 5th and 6th week, you have got to start worrying about playoffs and games that you win and games how you play. Because those last 5th and 6th weeks can change drastically. Because some people usually will have a 2-2 record. They could either absolutely demolish it, or, well, they can win it. Or they can tie it. I mean, it goes either way. Because the 3-2, the 2-2 records are just a mess. Alex.
It looks like this game is kind of intense with them going back and forward. It looks like it's straight for the Musical Strikers.
And it's Groose with the assist by Gerwin. We're just going to call it Gerwin. Makes the tied game 1-1 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock. We're going to go into the third tip with a tie. We're going to see who takes the next goal. Oh, did you say something there, Alex? Or am I just crazy?
I didn't say anything.
You need to speak up. I can't hear you. I'm going to be honest.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. And it's the Third Strikers with some teamwork right there. It's Goose getting the goal in by the assist by Tusk. There's a chance that if the Musical Strikers lose this, they probably might lose their chance in the playoffs. It's not just over yet because they only have 2 losses. They can still get in there with a lucky 3-3, but it so far hasn't happened often. I mean, there's only been one team that's been able to pull off a 3-3, I think. Now, I wish I could look right now, but I've kind of got some devices that are helping me stream to the YouTube. It's going to be in the red zone. Musical Strikers will hit it off the corner. Tex wants to send it down. Wants to give it the goal. Junker's there for it. Ties the game with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. Going into the fifth tip, Alex.
Well, that goal was open for the Musical Strikers to take it. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Let's say how this fourth tip, I believe it goes.
Yeah, fifth tip. I mean, you just take both the scores and you add one, and that's your number tip. Third striker's trying to get out there quick. We've seen Scout play a lot of games, haven't we?
Yeah.
Goose. There's been Jester popping up a couple of times. He's played well. I mean, you saw yesterday's game where he played pretty well for the Cuckoos of Shea, I'm pretty sure. Tex trying to send that off the course. He does. Gerwin gets it pushed down. I'm not sure who that was, but whoever that was hits it off a Jester. Trying to get something started. We'll send it over Tex. Junker will send it. And I'm pretty sure this is Junker's first game because I haven't really seen Junker. Maybe I just haven't noticed Junker.
Uh-oh, looks like it's open for
Boomer wants to get it in the red zone. Unsuccessful, but getting it close.
It looks like
Scout coming in. Junker's going to send it above the head. Wants to get something started. Scout with the lead take. Last lead by the Musical Strikers was 1-0. It was an amazing shot by Scout. Assist by Junker. Unlucky touch for the third strikers.
See how our sixth tip goes. Immediately goes to the Musical Strikers side. Let's see if the Musical Strikers can put up a defense to stop this attack from the third strikers. And they cannot.
It's the third strikers making a tie. 3-3 with 1 minute and 41 seconds left on the clock. That was just a fight right there. All three of them trying to fight for the ball. Tex wasn't up there for it. 1 minute 41 left on the clock. We're going to see which team can pull out with a lead. The third strikers currently have just been fighting back and forth for a lead at some point. Tusk hitting it back there. Scouts trying to play some defense. Couldn't grab the ball in time. That ball slowly making its way over to the third striker's side. Jester's there to get the lead change. And it's an amazing shot. Junker will give us our first demo of the game. But 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. It was an amazing shot by Jester right there. Jester has been playing well for any team that he's been on. I mean, you just have to hope that the coaches get a good recruiting process for each game. I mean, because you have got to take certain bots for certain bots. And it's the Musical Strikers looking to get a tie. They're just fighting with a wall right now. And it's Scout!
Scout!
Tusk! They were both just back and forth. It was like basically just a pinch right there. They were just fighting back and forth. Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I'm pretty sure, taps right there. And they tied the game with 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. You hear the home crowd of the Musical Strikers going mentally insane, hoping for something like a miracle to happen. For this team to potentially be in the top 5 would be history. Junker sets it up. Can't get it. Each team's got to put up their own fight. Tex will send it off the, well, I forgot what to call it anymore. It's Junker with the 50-50. Junker will win the 50-50. Gerwin tried to get a hit off of it. Scout's going to send it up the right corner. Boomer wants to try and get it in the red zone. Scouts try to send it in the red zone. Tex with an amazing goal.
Oh my God.
This might just be the Musical Strikers' one chance to get to the top 5. Remember, the rankings will come out today. We've got to see it. The third strikers have a lot of time left to work with to potentially put the tie together. Maybe even a lead. They're sending it over to the Musical Strikers side immediately. They're wanting to get work done. It's tied 5-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the 11th tip. A double-digit tip. 11th tip with 22 seconds left on the clock. Both teams have enough time to work with, and both teams have a lot on the line. The third strikers don't want to lose this because they are trying to get back into the top 5. It's set in the middle, mostly on the Musical Strikers side. Musical Strikers aren't there for it. They've got to get it away from their red zone. They so badly need it. Junker will hit it away from the red zone. Goose with the lineup. Somebody's got to get that save. It's hit off of one of the teammates. Tex will keep it up. Is this gonna be an OT? We're going to OT. That's the first OT of the week. It's been so long since we have an OT. It's just been something. Musical Strikers are ready to set immediately to get the win. Junker's there. Gonna keep it on the third striker's side. Musical Strikers are trying to do anything to keep this rather in their hands. Scout with a hit. Junker couldn't get it. It's still up in the air. It's still up for grabs. They've got to get there with it. It's hit over. Text almost there. Amazing. Amazing playing. We are seeing from both teams. Both teams have a lot on the line. Both teams have a chance to get into the top 5. Goose will send it down. Tusk will hit it off. Tusk will accidentally hit it off target, so that's something that the third strikers don't really want to see. Grumman's lined up for that. Grumman will take the chance and saw Tusk coming in for that. Tusk was gladly hoping for a goal right there. The Musical Strikers trying to carry it. Tex right there, no good. Tex wasn't ready for it. Junker's trying to keep it up. It's blocked by Goose. 3 people were there to block, so it was just a fight for a block. That ball's making its way to the Musical Strikers side. Boomer has nothing to do but to send it to the corner. Because it is really hard to get a save like that with that amount of boost. Third Strikers trying to find a way to get a goal. They're trying to make it quick and swift.
This game is getting intense, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes. I think our longest overtime was maybe 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Boomer's got to be there. Third Striker's looking for it. No one's there for it.
And he blocked it by Scout.
Oh, there went my voice again. Scout hits it away from the red zone, so the Musical Strikers are trying to get some momentum started. Hit off a Jester. Goose will try to get the save. It's in the red zone. Boomer trying to come in and save it. No, Boomer sticking back there. Good call by Boomer. Boomer's got to get over there on defense immediately. That ball is making its way. They have to hope it hits the crossbar. It does. They're trying to bump out the way. Scout with the hit. Boomer with the hit. My gosh. Both of these teams could potentially have a tie. I mean, both of these teams are playing amazing. It could go to the 5-minute OT. You've just got to hope. We might have our first tie. We've never dealt with a tie, actually. I'm going to be so honest. Third Strikers trying to go in. No one's there for defense. Boomer will try to hit it off. He gets lucky with it. Tex trying to send it. Hit by Grumman, then hit by Junker. Each team looking for something to happen. Boomer has got to fight for that. Boomer's hit off target by Goose. Boomer will send it. Goose will try to block it. The Musical Strikers taking the win. Goose tried to turn around and get the save because he knew that ball was coming. Tried to stop it. Unlucky touch. And the Musical Strikers will get it with the win in overtime. 6-5. What an impressive game by each team. Alex, do you have much to say? I'm sorry I was like overloading with the commentary, but Alex, do you have much to say?
No.
You might need to put the mic closer to your mouth during the, I forgot the name of it. Well, once you see the Rocket League loading screen, you know it'll be the after game talk. Let's get to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the after game talk with your host, Sokina.
And our host, Alex.
Now, I guess we'll talk while I'm trying to change my wheels, so without further ado. The game overview of a very impressive game by, well, both of the teams. It's the Musical Strikers coming out with the win, hoping to get in the top 5. The rankings will release sometime after the stream. And sad loss for the Third Strikers trying to make their reappearance in the top 5. They're going to get knocked down, maybe a couple rankings, maybe one. I'm not so sure. But now both teams have an even score. A lot of teams have a 2-2 score. It is weird. We haven't seen much of this. I mean, the only difference we know is Kina Club and Kina Gamers, both polar opposite teams. Alex, what's your game overview? Alex?
Oh yeah.
Might have lost you here.
You're kind of cutting off for me.
Okay.
Uh,
What is your game overview? And don't mind the yelling upstairs, ladies and gentlemen. It is a party, so don't mind it. Alex, what's your game overview?
oh, that game was impressive. Both sides played very good, especially in overtime. Both of them were really trying to put it on each other's side, and the tensions were rising as the crowd was screaming for who will come out on top, which was amazing to see the musical strikers take that last goal and send it home.
Oh yes, impressive goal. I mean, who was it? Who made that goal? Boomer?
I don't know
I'm pretty sure.
whoever.
I'm pretty sure it was Boomer, if I can remember anything. But Boomer just tried to give it the Hail Mary shot. Goose tried to come over there and save it by drifting. I haven't seen many of these players use their drift button, but Goose tried to make a defensive effort and really couldn't get it. But let's see the overview of the Musical Strikers offense. Honestly, personally, they played very well coming into this game. You can't say a bad thing about either team's offense. I mean, they try to switch to defense, everything. I mean, I'm just left speechless. Alex, what's your overview of the Musical Strikers offense? I know you have a lot of positive things to say considering you're the owner, but what do you got to say?
Uh, the Musical Strikers offense played incredible. There's nothing bad to say about them, and well, they just played really well during this game, and we'd like to see more of them.
All right, good to hear it from you. The Musical Strikers defense, they played pretty well, blocking a few shots, and when the game got tense in overtime, they only had a couple of chances to hit it away from their goal, else the Third Strikers were going to make them pay with a loss, but they were able to hit it away a couple of times. So, Alex, what's your overview of the Musical Strikers defense?
The musical strikers defense played amazingly. They gave a lot of blocks, and especially in overtime, they were really locked in. They were really blocking a lot of goals. I believe I saw Scout block a goal as it was up in the air and next to the goal of the musical strikers, and he is definitely getting a raise. But yeah, they played very good.
All right, good to hear it from you. I guess you could say that the Musical Strikers are really just improving since last season. I mean, last season they were in the losers bracket. I'm pretty sure they were seed number 11 last year. Or yeah, I can say last year and last season. They didn't play too well. I think they were maybe a 2-4 team. One of the two or three 2-4 teams that were in season 1. I don't think they played very well that season, but they were able to pull out with 2 wins. And plus, I mean, last season, you could barely watch last season because I'm over here using an iPad recording a Nintendo Switch screen. But I just rolled out with the season. Thankfully, I got this Xbox that helps me stream a bit better. But the Musical Strikers have definitely improved. They're trying to fight for wins now. I mean, you see every team. I mean, you could say that all teams have improved. We can't really say much about the Kina Gamers though, but they are playing pretty well. I mean, the start of the season, yeah, they're playing pretty well, but I can't remember much games from then. But let's just get straight into the Third Strikers offense. Now, personally, I think they played well. They were pretty coordinated. They were being very fancy with getting the ball down there. I mean, you could say that their defense was a little, per se, daft. Now, if you don't know the meaning of daft, D-A-F-T, please search it up on Google. No, it's not it's not the Dafts. There's a difference. Alex, what's your overview of the Third Strikers offense?
The third strikers offense played really amazing. They scored a lot of goals and kind of getting a lot of leads, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they still
they were breaking away with ties.
and they really tried their hardest at the end of. But they really tried their hardest in overtime, but they still did good, and we would like to see more from them.
All right, good to hear it. Well, I mean that now they're sitting on a 2-2 along with the musical strikers. But well, the third strikers defense. They played pretty well except for that missed block at the last shot. And they got some decent amount of blocks. I mean, the first shot almost happened, and they just sent that away. Bye-bye, save the ball. You got to use a, what's it called? I don't know. You got to use a telescope to find that ball. Because it was sent so far away. Alex, what's your review of the third strikers defense?
Third strikers defense played amazingly. They backed a lot of goals, but it was just that one goal that kind of costed them the game in overtime. But they still played pretty impressively, and we would like to see more.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, catch us next week on Monday where we'll see the Beat Tapes at home taking on the Sokina Producers, a rematch from the Kina Invitational. And then after that, on Friday for week 5, catch the rematch between the third strikers and the musical strikers. The third strikers at home this time. And then catch the rematch again Saturday on week 5. The Cuckoos of Shea playing at home once again against the Keenan Gamers. So we're seeing basically week 4, it was the Cuckoos of Shea at home against the Keenan Gamers on Friday. And then it's the Musical Strikers at home versus the Third Strikers on Saturday. Then next week, the Third Strikers are at home versus the Musical Strikers. And then it's the Cuckoos of Shea still at home on Saturday against the Keenan Gamers. And then they play the Keenan Gamers again, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And then the Keenan Gamers are at home that time. So it's just going to be a fight to see who's really going to come out with that. Cuckoos of Shea are currently leading in that brawl. But, well, thank you all for watching the stream. Alex, do you want to say anything other than good night, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! All right, bye, ladies and googly eyes.